Friends, Ben Ochart here. Thank you for tuning in. You know, I'm expecting some items from several people, and I just got a big box, and I can't tell from the writing on the box who it's from. Let's go take a look. Let's see what it is. Let's open it up, and let's talk about it. If this is your first time to my channel, and you haven't already done so, hit that bell and hit that sub button so that you're always kept in the loop. So you're always notified when I upload new content. And that way we can always be learning, as the motto of the channel suggests, and be sure not to miss any new content. Okay? Let's go ahead and get into what's in the box. It's always fun to open up your front door and find a box there that you really were not expecting. And that's actually what happened to me. So I went out there and I really honestly couldn't identify who it was from. I was expecting things from different people, but I couldn't tell from the box what this was. I put the box in front of the 150 gallon because if you're like me, you know, unboxing videos are like watching paint dry, you know. Not the most exciting thing, but I'll be quick about it. The box came in at about 10 pounds and very, very well packed. And I still really didn't have an idea of what it was at this stage. And at first, well, we had a box inside of a box, and went ahead and opened up the inner box. And the second I pulled those two flaps back, I knew what I had. I had remembered some emails I had exchanged with somebody from Underwater Galleries, and about some cichlid caves, some cichlid stones, and it looks like this was the shipment. And so they were very different from what I expected. I was expecting something plastic and maybe a little rubberized. Instead, these things really feel like stone. They feel like they're made of slate, or perhaps you know, like almost like a tile texture to them, or a limestone texture. You can see the different sizes. I'm not going to bore you with the opening of each individual box, but they feel solid. They feel like if you were to drop them, they would break like a ceramic or glass object. They are definitely not plastic. The way they're shaped would indicate that they are stackable, and which would be great for somebody who has, for example, Mbuna, and you know, wants to use a lot more than just the horizontal real estate that's available. Wants to work upwards. You can stack these, and this way your Mbuna can have caves that are on top of each other, increasing tremendously the amount of space the fish will have, the amount of territory they can actually claim. You can see the different size holes. You can get anything from a relatively young fish to a pretty big, mature, you know, a full-size, full-grown Mbuna would fit in this stone without any problem whatsoever. Again, the texture of the stones are very impressive. No sharp edges, nothing that a fish can hurt themselves or scrape themselves on, which I like a lot. And a texture that over time, with the growth of things like algae and what have you, is actually going to give you a really nice color on these rocks. I also feel that they'll clean very easily because of their smooth texture. You're not going to have to work too hard to get into a bunch of nooks and crannies. The rocks are actually going to be very, very simple to clean, probably with a simple brush. But let's see, let's take a look at how they look inside of a tank. Like I always recommend in videos where I'm introducing new items into tanks, no matter where you got it from, no matter how trusted the source, always give new products a good rinse, and just to get rid of any residue from the factory, you know, any glues, adhesives, any dyes, paints, things of this nature that can, you know, dust, things of this nature that can be on the items. and then get into your tank and cloud up the water, contaminate the tank, or possibly even harm or kill your fish. So definitely give everything a real good rinse. In my 30-gallon tank, I've had way back to the day where I did that hawk hotel video, which some of you remember. I tried to breed a couple hawks that didn't go anywhere, but I had the ceramic pot in here, and it was ready to go. I really didn't like the look of it. I mean, it certainly served its purpose, but I thought it was time to pull it out, and I wanted to get into this tank anyway to reattach that heater to the sidewall. So there's a ceramic pot. I'll give that back to my wife, and I don't think she even missed it. And here are the fish in there from that landmark video I did on that landmark local fish store video. And let's use this. This is one of the larger stones. I'm going to put this one in here and use that as the decorative piece in this particular tank for now. Didn't want to startle the fish too much. They're still sort of in the acclimation quarantine stage. They'll be ready to go up to the main tank in a couple weeks. I really like the way the color of this rock looks against the particular kind of substrate I have in this tank, which happens to be a crushed coral. And as you can see, that's a good sized cave. That all three of those fish could fit in there pretty easily. If I had to place a bet, I would wager that the Z-Rock is probably going to take control of that cave. He seems to be the dominant. You would think an OB or a Dragon Blood would get over on a Z-Rock, but the Z-Rock has been pretty much in charge since I put all three into the quarantine tank after bringing them home from Mark's out in North Hollywood here in Los Angeles. So I like the look, and I'm very impressed with these from Underwater Galleries. I'm going to add some links below, and they even gave me a code. We'll see if it works. Sometimes these codes work, sometimes they don't. I'll provide you with the links and the code underneath the video, and you folks can order some up if you like them. So what do you think? I think those items are pretty cool. Well, when I first saw those caves, I thought they were made of plastic, that they'd be kind of rubbery and some petroleum product, but they're actually a type of almost like they have a feel like a porcelain. The material is more of a rock-like material, like a slate. So I'm liking the way it's looking in this 30-gallon, and I don't know what I'm going to do with all the rest of them. They would be perfect for a Mbuna tank, and maybe I'll do a giveaway at the during the cichlids and coffee live stream on Saturdays. So I hope to see you there on Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific. And that's it for me. Thank you so much for tuning in. You are appreciated. Bye-bye.